Hey gang, what's up? OCD Mikey, Hi-Fi Guy here for another edition of the Mikey Show, and this is the Hi-Fi Tribe, the heart and soul of the audio industry. So today I'm going to show you a video that I took when I was at the Florida Audio Show, and this is going to feature some people that I think are real class acts in the audio industry. And this took place in the Gershmann Acoustics room, which is Ofra and Eli are the people. And man, I'm telling you, I have seen these guys since 25 years ago when I started going to audio shows. This couple was there. They're such a sweet couple. They're always there at every show. These two are the hardest working couple in show business. I'm telling you, and they still come to the shows. This is one of the couples that I love to see because I consider this the old guard, okay? And you got to understand, 25 years ago, there was a lot more people that have dropped off the planet now when I go to these shows. So I see a lot of this new stuff, and it is so much more surfacey than the heart that used to be in the old guard. There was a lot of heart and a lot of passion, less companies and more small companies, less corporations, I should say. Anyways, so these guys were there, the Gershmanns, and in the Gershmann room was Anne Bisson, which you've probably seen her at the shows. She is an artist and an actor and a singer. She was an actor, she became a singer. She had a career in acting. And I spent some time in the Gershmann Acoustics room with Anne Bisson. We were sitting there and she was singing for us. And this is such a sweet, energetic woman. She says in the video, she's in her 60s. And every time I sit and talk with her, I am utterly charmed by her. I fall in love with her every single time. It's totally great. She is so charming. She's one of the good eggs in the industry, and it's always a pleasure to see her at the shows. It is people like Anne Bisson and the Gershmanns that when I see them at the show, I know everything's all right. It's still okay. It's like a pulse check, you know. Everything's still alive and it's still okay. If those two are not there, I would worry about the future of where audio is going. Anyway, so here's a little time that I spent with them, and I hope you enjoy. See you.
Do what you want and say what you need. And if you say no, well, if you say no, say it is so. Say it is so.
Woo! Yeah! Woohoo! All right.
Well, I have one feet in advance of her. I know exactly what she's gonna do.
No, notice that we actually voice the speakers with Anne's voice.
Yes.
We know
wow.
it so well.
It's
And
amazing.
it has such a big range, which is wonderful for us to voice our speaker with. So, you want to do one more?
Yes, one more.
What
Well,
would you like to do?
maybe September in Montreal,
Yeah,
which is
okay.
whole
Yeah.
birthday.
Yeah.
And one song also. That was we were just doing
Yeah.
oh, but you know, oh, when you're 20 years old and there's 18,000
Yeah,
people,
yeah,
you
it's
just go.
huge
Oh my
production,
God,
yeah.
that's what I want to do, you know?
Yeah,
And I was
absolutely.
studying piano, classical. At that time, I was not really a singer, but I always sang. I played guitar when I was 10, but singing to me was just on the side. I was a classical trained pianist, and I was going to do a career, either classical or teach at university, sort of.
Yes.
Is it
But-
on 33?
Yes, it is.
This is 33, right?
No, this is 45.
45.
Yes,
oh,
yes,
okay,
yes.
okay.
So you get it there. You have it there.
Yeah, the first one.
Soothing your soul. That's good also.
Oh, so you said.
It's good to
I
do
thought
a
you said
demo.
you wanted to.
I want
Ah,
September in Montreal is on the other side.
So I can do. I
B.
can do that if you want.
No, but I can do this one.
September or which one?
September in Montreal. I don't know my records. I don't listen after. Not too much.
Yeah.
So September in Montreal is the first one on that song, and it's a 45. Yes.
Let me take that
I
one.
prefer 45.
Do that.
Makes me exercise more.
There you go.
But so that story, just to end up what I was telling about that is that I sort of backup sang for Barry Manilow. That was my first official gig. I was also singing on CBC for. I was part of the choir of CBC Radio Canada, which is a national coast to coast, big radio, our big radio, in Canada. But I started writing songs real seriously. I was 19, but I started writing songs. I was 11 years old with my guitar.
Wow.
But it was just for fun.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
right.
I was playing.
Did you
Bach
sing to your
and
friends?
Chopin.
You sing to your friends?
Yeah, friends. And then I did a big concert, coast to coast, contest, coast to coast, and I won.
Wow.
So the first prize was a $2,000 grant, plus a TV show, coast to coast, with 18 musicians.
Oh, wow.
And I was singing one song in French and one song in English. Both my composition, because I'm French, as you know.
Yes.
So it was The Sea. Someday you'll see. It's a kid's song, but to me right now. So I
Doesn't
never
matter.
put it on a record.
Imagine.
No, and Image et Réfraction, which is a pop or jazz-oriented song like Al Jarreau a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
So I did that amazing show, and then I thought it was it. Okay, my career is there. You go. You're 20 years old, 22 years old, and you think now you're a star, right?
Yeah.
Not exactly. And then I had other things. I ended up being a television host for almost 20 years on television in Quebec, in Montreal.
Yeah.
So I was very popular as a host for kids, for big shows, advertising for Ivory and stuff like that, you know, and beers and all that stuff, you know,
how
that
fun.
an actress does. And then I went back singing and wrote the Blue Mind album. Now I'm back to stay. I don't want to change that.
Oh.
I quit television completely.
Yeah,
I told the last producer I had, Percy was his name, and I remember one day after they all put the cameras out and the lights off, went to the console, you know, in the La Régie, where they work. And I said, I have something, soundboard. I said, Percy, I have something to tell you. I'm leaving the show. I said, why? I said, I'm 40 years old and I really know what I want to do, and I want to go back to school again to do a bachelor in classical singing.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
No,
but I don't
that's
sing
good. I mean, it's
opera.
following-
It was my point was that I could teach at university.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
So I
yeah.
got my bachelor when my kid was 2 and 5.
Mm-hmm.
Went to school full time for 4 years. And then after that I said, no, I'm not gonna sing La Quanta Bella. It's not me, you know?
Sure.
But I knew how to sing it.
Yeah.
And my husband at that time, he said, what do you want to do? I said, I want to write songs. That's all I want to do.
No.
And so I wrote Blue. That's the
Awesome.
that's the
Cli- the cliffs,
story.
the cliffs notes. Yeah.
But that's the thing. So I'm 62 now, but I feel like I'm 21 again because I really do.
You have
I-
amazing
I'm-
energy.
I have a living that is just amazing.
That's great.
So let's say
We love you.
Wait.
That's
Tell me when you're ready.
But you never know the path, right?
Right,
Right, yeah, you have to
There.
follow the signs.
And
Go with your heart. You did it. Yes.
Music always pulled me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Music
amazing how
has
it'll do
chosen
that.
you. You
Yes,
don't choose
that's
it.
right. Yeah.
Oh, it's brand new.
Yeah, I know. 1 second, let me clean it.
Could be the needle, the
That
stylus.
could be.
Yes, I'll do this. I'm trying
That's the thing about vinyl is
Dare I say could be the
mechanical.
dare I say could be the medium? Ooh.
No.
How dare I?
No. I love vinyl, but
Yeah, I
it has
know.
to be cleaned sometimes before.
There's nothing like it.
Except for tape.
Bizarre.
Well, the real,
What's it?
yes.
Yeah.
Going back to 20, oh jeez, don't start.
Yeah.
Let it
I've
roll
got
and we'll
I've got
see,
two
okay?
machines.
Right.
Yeah.
You know I have tapes, right?
I'm sorry?
I have tapes.
Yeah, yeah.
of
Do
all
you?
my recordings.
Oh, do you? Good
Yeah, yeah,
for
yeah.
you.
Not
Cool.
here, but I,
So people can buy tapes
yes, on my
on your website.
Yeah.
That's good to know. That's great to know.
I'm disappointed because it's
No, it's all charged up from,
It's
right out of the bag.
I know it's not good.
it's not your fault.
No, no.
It happens.
Let it roll and probably.
Wow, look at those woofers move, man.
No.
And what about you? Can you fix that thing up front?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
It's a little better now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go.
in Montreal, the air is my evening sunset.
Oh, this is cool.
My thoughts are floating by, and there's also pink sky, a blessing that we all do share.
It's coming back, but
'Cause you are my mind,
you are
man. That's where I am now. My mind is cool and calm. Yes, you are my mind. My eyes are seeing clear again. Yes, you are my quiet strength. My happiness is you. I am smiling for you.
oh no.
So, yeah, keep going.
Sorry.
It's good.
You want to try the other one?
Maybe.
The other one is also.
Right.
December in Montreal, the night is dark and soft. The snow is gently dancing on my face.
Dancing on my face.
Just close your eyes a while. Let snowflakes from the sky and touch and kiss your mouth and smile. 'Cause you are my mind. You're my mind. That's where I am now. My mind is cool and calm.
Mine is cool
Yes,
and
you are
calm.
my mind.
You are my
Just say it
man.
clear again. Yes, you are my quiet strength. My happiness is you, and I am smiling for you.
That's what the audiophile's like, you know.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
The
but I just-
maraca?
I
Yeah.
just no, just the
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I'm improvising. I mean, when I say the audiophile,
Nice, nice.
what I mean is that when I record in 2 days. Usually people nowadays, they record in a few days and they correct and paste and cut and paste and all that word and this word and I correct the pitch and all that stuff. I don't do that. I do 2 or 3 takes at the most, the whole thing.
Not
There you
only
go.
that,
And that's it.
They do also what they think the people are gonna wanna hear.
Probably. And that
Instead of
right.
doing what the musician
Yeah.
should be.
Right. But this, for this
At least
album,
my opinion.
I had no commercial issue because I had a previous album in 1993 in French, didn't work at all. So I said to myself, okay, now I'm gonna make the music I like myself. Okay, what the heck? I'm gonna record this because those are the songs I have, and that's it. But first I wanted a big band, you know, trumpet or whatever. I had arrangements, especially for September in Montreal. It was supposed to be violin at the beginning. Alto, I had written all that, but I ended up with not too much money. And the producer said, no. You just need your piano, a double bass and a drum. And I don't want you to rehearse with those guys before the studio. I said, hey, oh no. No. I was like, oh my, are you sure? I said, yeah, bring your charts. Give them your charts. Just sit down and they will discover you and they will fall in love with your voice, with your music, and they'll be inspired by you. I was skeptical, but Guy Saint-Onge has worked with Céline Dion, is a big star, big name in Quebec. So I said, okay, I better trust him. So I entered the studio like that. Oh my God. But the two guys were amazing, jazz giants from Montreal. I still play with them. And we recorded in 2 days. And after a day and a half, it was over. I had 2 more songs to record, just piano and vocals. So I paid the musicians and said, okay, go back home. I'm going to finish. I did 1 take of Little Black Lake, the first song of the album. So Guy said, you're in good shape. Come on and listen. That's it. So first take, 1 take. So I'm gifted because when I start, I'm in the studio, nothing can disturb me. I'm there and I'm connected with the emotion, whatever, you know, some people call it the universe, some people call it God, whatever it is. But there's something that goes through me that let me be what the music has to be. That's how I feel
beautiful.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Because,
divine creation.
Wait, because some people say, I need to go in a cabin in the woods and have a fire burning and I need to write songs and suffer so much. To me, it's not like that. It's easy. It's just like, I have a song in my head and sometimes I'm just walking with I used to have a dog, passed away, and I had an idea and I said, okay, the song is in my head. I just go up at the piano.
Mm-hmm.
And
there it is.
It's done. Wait.
Yeah.
I think that's the way it should be done.
Sure.
I think most of the artists, that's the way they do it.
Stream of consciousness.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the more you do it
Anyway,
over and over again.
Thank
enough
you.
talking.